I'm Madison, and I'm going to be giving you a little bit of a tour of how everything usually operates around here on the heat press side of things. So usually when I come in the mornings, I go ahead and start my machine right up, and it usually takes 25 to 30 minutes to warm up. So I'll kind of show you how I usually do that. You come over to the machine right here, you're going to just go ahead and push it on, and this is going to display your temperature. So it's going to be at 280 when it's ready to go. When you come in and start it up, it's going to start at 0. So it's going to take a little while to warm up to the 280 mark. But once it gets there, then you'll be ready to go and to press whatever you're working on that day. Usually you'll want to check your PSI, which is going to be on the side of your machine. And you're going to want it to be around 75 or 80. And that's going to be your air pressure. That's going to be able to allow your machine to come up and go down properly and press it. So usually what we do is we use these little pads go inside the sleeves, and then you would place the logo on the outside of the shirt. These are going to help to support the inside of the sleeve. So usually what it looks like when I put one of these on a shirt, I'll go ahead and show you. So the most times we usually put it on the left shoulder. So you're gonna just take it in through the neck of the shirt. Just go ahead and put it in here, and then I pull it down into the sleeve. And usually you would place it on this sleeve. Now on these hoodies, these ones are a little bit different, and these are gonna be placed on the left chest. So these are gonna be placed right in here. And so what I would do, I'm gonna move you right over this way. So usually just put this up on here and lay it out however you're gonna need to, depending on where you're placing your logo. So I go ahead and I put that pad inside the shirt, and I'm putting it right where I'm gonna press it. So on these, it's gonna be on the left chest. So I put it right up here, and I usually keep the logo that I'm using. I keep it handy, and I go ahead and take my logo and place it where I would like it to go. And then the next step is just to slide your press over. Once it hits the outside wall, it will automatically go down on its own, so make sure your hands are clear, anything's out of the way, and you just dump that and it will go down on its own. It has a 10-second timer, which can be adjusted according to what you're working on. So it's going to stay for 10 seconds, and then it's going to come up on its own, and then you'll be ready. We go ahead and peel off this paper. You're going to peel that off, and then you're going to press it one more time. We double press them. So after you take that off, you're going to press it one more time and let it cool off a little bit to make sure that your heat seal sticks really well. So then once that's finished, you're done with the shirt. You can take the heat pad out. Be careful, they will be hot. And you're good to go. Your logo's in the place you want it to be. And I usually just set these aside in a pile, and then once I'm done with the whole box, I'll go back and fold them. So usually when you get started on an order, you're going to have a piece of paper on one of your boxes. So this work order that I'm working on, it's going to be 7419, and this is what my paper is going to look like. And it has written down all the boxes that are in the back. So I've already finished one box of the large. So I went ahead and put a tally mark above the large saying that I finished one. So that means I have 3 left because it says there's 4 boxes of 15. And right now I'm working on the 1 box of smalls of the 10. And once that's done, I'll circle it. And then as well as with the other sizes, if there's more than one, I tally mark. And then once it's fully finished, I go ahead and circle the whole thing so that I know that's finished. And this will help you to keep track of making sure that everything's done and that we have everything. Once I'm finished with this whole order, I will write here on the bottom, I will put finished and then put the date, and I will lay it over here on this black desk. And the coworker that works over there by the name of Echo she will take care of that and make sure it gets to Travis. So that's what you're gonna do with those. So you'll just wanna make sure you kind of keep track. So right now, as you can see, this box has the style on it. So it's gonna be a K1521, which will be on your order right here. It will say what kind of shirt it is. And so it's a K1521, and we're working on size small, and this is a box of 10. So that's how I know that this is the small box of 10. And once I'm finished with this box, I'll mark it off. Each box is gonna have a sticker on it. It's gonna have TGT Venture work order 7419, and then it's gonna have the work order number on it. Obviously, these will change as you go on. And it's gonna have SE, or we have a few different logos that we run. So this is services, which is what we're using right now, and these logos look like this. They are gonna change a little bit here in the near future, but not too much, so they'll still look about the same. But we have a lot of different logos. These are all up here. We have 46 Trading Co. We have Lee. We have Carolina Power. We have Sumter, Complete Services, and Bolts logo. We have a Summit logo. We have a few different ones that we run. We have little orders that will come in every once in a while, and we'll have to take care of those as well. But as the majority, we usually do CPS, sometimes Lee, sometimes, but mostly we do services and Summit. No, service, not Summit. Services and Sumter. So those are going to be your two main ones. Now, the extra logos, I keep them in the top drawer of the caddy below here. And these are going to be all your extras. And they're all in different containers. So I have services, Sumter, and I have a few Lee down here. And what happens is when they come from the Heat Seal Company, they're going to come on a roll. And your roll is going to look about like this. They come in by the hundreds. So this will have quite a few on it. You just peel the tape off, cut them into the sizes that you need them to, and then you just stack them in their Tupperware wherever they go. And so that's what they're going to look like when they come in. You're going to want to make sure that you cut off this test strip. If you don't take this test strip off, it will heat seal to your shirts and you will have a line. So you want to make sure that you cut this off when you're cutting the new ones off the roll, to avoid that mistake. Now, what else we do is we typically fold our shirts. We want to make sure that the logo is showing when we fold shirts. So I'll go ahead and do an example here. So this logo is on the chest. So I'm gonna lay it down. I'm gonna tuck this hood back. So maybe you can't see very well, but I'm gonna tuck this hood back. And when I flip this over, I'm gonna flip it to where this logo is still showing on the front. And when I fold this up, you're gonna see here, it's still showing the size of the shirt and the logo. Yes. Okay, yeah, give me 1 second. Okay, so this is gonna be what it's gonna look like. And that will be the end of your process. So basically, they're gonna come in bags in your box. So you're gonna take it out of the bag and out of the box, and then out of the bag and put it on the heat press. And then once you press it, you fold it, you just put it back in the bag, and usually just take a small piece of tape and just tape that closed, and you're good to go. You're gonna put it right back in the box, and you're gonna do that however many times. So this box has 10, so I'm gonna do 10 shirts, then put them back in my box. And once I'm done, I'm gonna close my box up. You're gonna close it up like this, and then you're gonna take a marker. So usually I have a Sharpie marker, and to show that it is finished, I would write SE since it is services. So I would just write SE on every side of the box. Make sure you write it on the tag. tape them and tape it up. That's gonna be the process of doing a box. Obviously your logos and where they're placed is gonna vary, but for the most part it would be pretty simple. So I will later on post how each logo is supposed to sit on each shirt so that you can go back through and kind of see where they go. But for the most part, that's basically how your day is gonna roll. And then once you get a box done, grab another box, get started. Make sure that when you finish the box that you mark it off, either tally it or circle it if it's fully finished. And once you're done with your paper, make sure you write finished and write the date and put it on EchoSteps. That's gonna finalize everything. And I think that's it for now. So yeah, this is the end of this video, and I will keep posting and keep you up to date on all the little changes.